guys, welcome to Shiny Soul 2 in this editing making. So first of all, I wanted to make a new character, and for this is a voiceover for this recording. So today I'm making a new character which is a brawler. So he's very evasive like a ninja, but he has the less defense for all of these 8 characters. And there's new characters like the Dark Wizard, the Dragon Newt, Ninja, and the brawler I just picked. So I'm just gonna skip this ahead, which is 4 times speed, because it's gonna be a long dialogue and introduction and first battle. And I should be finished right about here. So now we are done. I'm going to do something a little bit different instead of just going out immediately. Well, yeah. So first, I sell the force strength because it's useless. Take the Valorant scroll. And I thought about this. Of the bottom 3 is like unlimited. Also as the top 9, but I forgot that the top 9 is unlimited, but the bottom 3 is just temporarily. So I had to use it wisely. So I'm going to pick an upgraded claw and sell this knife. And don't worry, I will get a better knife, which is gonna be a dark later on in this video. So I sell 1 herb and 1 angel wing, which I will get more later on. And click to see this. And basically, I should be done right now. Of course, I did this without recording. I did this like go to one place only once, and that's it. Except for side missions, which I had to find a little bit. I made this kind of challenge by myself in solo with him already. So yeah, that is not copy that fun, but I will do that. So as you see here, I just use my status for level up because I just defeated the first slime in the introduction. And just continue on with my path. So basically, it's just like fighting monsters and that's it. I just level up my claw up to level 1. And then like later on, I will level up for healing level 1. Basically, what that does, it just rejuvenates my health slowly. So the more I level up, the faster it will go. Which means that I don't need like a lot of healing items, but I will need like strong ones because I want to get a high vitality. And yeah, that should what I should think of it. So I love this game very much. I basically don't like the first one. Well, not because it has like less characters. It's so undividable minor and stuff. I feel like there's like nothing else to do with it to go around and stuff. I don't think it has secrets, or I think it does, but I haven't seen any of them. You just go like I go randomly, random place it, and you counter some different monsters. Well, it's simply as for that for Chainsaw 2, but say you just go into it's like a big area of stuff. As you see here, I just do it for healing, and that's what I was saying. Yeah, it's just a big area that you just won't notice until you just play a game like a few amount of times. Chainsaw 2, I think, fixed that and try to make things like not that very big. I think so. So yeah, If you don't play Shining Soul 2 before, it's more like a time moving RPG game. Much more like Diablo. But much more likely for kids. As here, I just use my Valentine scroll and use it on the leather hood, which was enchanted, and found a scale. Scales and minerals are useful for making new weapons, which I find is very important. And I found items that is like highlighted red, which means that I cannot equip them. So only for brawlers to use claws and knives. Well, yeah, it's not that much. Well, for the warrior can use up to 3 weapons, which is like pretty standard for beginners. Yeah, dark wizards, use dark magic, stuff like that. Archers, I kind of disappointed that I don't like them. I'm going with the tie of that I don't like it, which is Dragonutes or Archers. I'm not sure which one is the worst one in my opinion, but I feel like 2 of them was in the bottom part. And yeah, that should be what I think about of things that I don't like. Well, for 2 characters. So, what am I doing here is going to get this key, which you need later on, so I won't have to do this all over again. I did this in multiplayer with my nephew, and he figured it out. Just like destroy this part of this cabinet on the front next to the left side of the goblin. The one holding the axe, the blue one. I haven't noticed it. We haven't noticed it. So basically, it won't be very hard if you know what you're doing. So basically, I had to do a charge attack while running back, then go forward, and then release it. Keep going back and forth until there's not much left. And there's a prison key, which is very important very later on, which is Wizari's castle. And I got a card, which is useless, like except for trading. I'm not what is it useful for, but I just found it very useless. So I put my claws up to high advanced level 1, which is like I mastered level 1. So which means that basically put as that, for example, you use 1 skill point every time you get 1 skill point every time you level up. So if you use 1 skill point, you use it, which is like, okay, you got level 1, so use it again to master it. I think like perfects it. And I got the red shoe and the Valor Skull, which I need for my other claws, so which is a fire one. And I try to sort this up right now. So the middle one, so it is like a 5x5. Let's go with the each line horizontally is line 1, line 2, line 3, line 4, line 5. So line 4 to 5 will be my selling item display. I had to organize as best as I can, and you only get like 25 items in a backpack, so it's not that much. Well, it felt like it is much, but it's not that very much later on in the game. Yeah, line 1 and 2 would be my healing or mana SP recovery items. Line 3 it'd be like for saving it for later, like things that are not identified, things that would be useful. And I might mix it up for a bit for line 2 and 4, like putting in line 2 in the right side and line 4 on the left side, so I won't confuse myself all the way. And I found a dirk, which I'm going to For me, I thought I would sell it, but later on, I would need it. So it's not that very exciting for this part. I do found a ring though, which increased my offense. And you got like 6 things: strength, attack, defense, vitality, defense, and dexterity. If you know what these are. If you don't, strength is for like more strength you have, the better items you get. And defense is like, as usual, defense, vitality, health, dexterity, evasive, protocols, like evasive, evading, and hitting rate. It felt to me it's like very complex. Like dexterity is very complex, but not. But since I get it, it's kind of much more simplified. Now here's the first boss battle. For me, I actually dropped it. That would ask what I need for selling. So that's all I need, and I should start this anyway because my elbow hurts. Um, because I'm laying down. Again, this is like a voiceover. Yeah. Basically, he only has 2 moves and 2 moves only. The first one, he's gonna swing his axe around and 10 times, then he trips over, which is gonna let you go inside. The second one is going to be the explosion part is gonna be all around him, and he's gonna be very tired to leave explosion like that. For me, I'm being a little bit too offensive because I want to end this very quickly, or it's not because I've been being overconfident. Basically, there's like resistant parts. You see for the bottom part, I just try to be offensive, and I forgot that I was very weak because of the first explosion I was caught in. And basically, that's just it. He only has 2 minutes assets. Basically, if you beat him, you're going to get 300 experience, and you get an item. It's going to go to chest, depending on how much players. So, he tells about Bizarre and where's the princess at, and in the key, which I have already. Where do you need to go to Bizarre's palace, which is gonna be very annoying and hard. And I just leveled up. Where you got mysterious cotton robe, and that's about like things that's like very unusual. Unidentified items. I just found things much more exciting. And I talked to this old lady to activate this side quest. And before I actually end this, I had to go down into this room to ask the girl for her blue shoe, which costs 500 gold, which is a really good selling item. And I sell things I don't need for line 4 and 5. And I think, yeah, that's all I need. Oh yeah, plus the blue shoe also. Go to this lady right here to identify things. And here is one thing I found is very unusual, exciting. If you identify items to access lady, the higher the price, the better the item is. What I find very cool. As you hear, I put in the key array and the scale. Why the key, you ask? Because we had to do something about the graveyard. The graveyard that the king says we had to go to giant graveyard to go to Wizard's palace. And oh boy, it's gonna be very annoying. So I bought 2 more herbs and 2 angel wings, and I want to get the dirt sets right now, but I just sell it. So I just level up the knife up to level 1, and I saw the difference of my status if I don't edit it. I just found it very uncommon for me, and their resistance I forgot to tell you: fire, ice, light, poison, and dark. I know there's 6, but I forgot. Oh well. Oh yeah, lightning also. And basically, yeah, that should be it. Until in next part, we're going to Giant Graveyard. Until then.